palco principal passou a tarde com os The National e conheceu o Duarte, vencedor do passatempo Um Dia de Roadie com os The National, pela Superboc. Aproveitamos para conhecer um pouco mais sobre o novo álbum desta banda, I, Violet.
Hi, I'm Aaron from The National and you're watching Palco Principal.
I, Violet is the latest album, so what's the difference between this one and the National from 2001?
Big difference. In 2001 it was really just, we did it for fun. It was just like a boys club and we didn't spend that much time working on the album, and we were just figuring out how to write songs together, and it was very primitive in a way. So we didn't labor over the record back then. It was just, we didn't even know it would come out. It was actually recorded in 99 or 2000. And then a year or two later, we put it out with a friend, but it wasn't like a serious musical project. And then over the years, we got much more, obviously, interested in, you know, the art form of songwriting and how we would work together, and the sound world and orchestration and lots of things, composition. And Matt, you know, grew as a vocalist quite a bit, so there's a radical difference. But High Violet is very, very much about texture, I think. It's not so much about like what the chords are or, you know, even what the melody is. To me, it's more about like the sound world, the texture, and the, as opposed to maybe Alligator or Boxer, which are more compositional or something. So I guess High Violet was a bit of a, we were interested in the sound, so it was like, oh, it should be rough, it should be, you know, atmospheric, it should be many layers.
There's been a lot of discussion about this new album, and they are thinking that your band, The National, are growing to another level of popularity. How do you feel this? What do you feel about this?
I feel that we've been growing consistently for the last several years, and maybe there has been a bigger jump with High Violet because, I don't know why, but yeah, it has, you know, we play much bigger concerts now, and there's a lot more interest from the media, but to us it still feels like the same band, and it's still, you know, hard to travel and to play the songs as best as we can, and try to connect with the fans in a meaningful way, because that's what it's all about, I think, is just that connection. So I still feel that, even if we're playing for 5,000 people as opposed to 50, you know, but I hope we can preserve that. I think when you get even bigger, it can get hard, but there are bands who are good at that, so hopefully if we do get bigger, we'll continue to be good at that. But also, I think we're really happy with where we are, so we'd be happy just on this level. I think that there's probably an influence, you know, the obvious influences on this album for me would be like Nirvana and My Bloody Valentine, and you know, always the Smiths, and I think for Brian, the drummer, it's still Stephen Morris from Joy Division and New Order is still someone he really looks up to, and you can still hear that influence in his drumming. But I say Nirvana because I think we wanted to make like that thick guitar sound. We didn't succeed, but like I think that's part of the idea with Terrible Love or something. It's just like make this really thick, fuzzy sound. But yeah, I don't know. Mainly, I think we still just write songs in a, you know, there's 5 people, and I'll write a lot of the initial music, and it's really just like what I'm feeling. It has nothing to do with an influence or anything. It's just like you're feeling something, and then Matt is listening to it, and he's feeling something, and then gradually everyone puts in their input into the song, and that's what The National is. And it's not really a product of any one influence. There's many, yeah. That's obvious.